to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, March 21st, 2018. Let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Recap Wednesday, where we're going to kick off today's news with a rundown of the Arnold Australia. The big headline of the weekend comes from the men's bodybuilding division as Ruli Winkler delivered what might have been the best ever to score a huge win over William Bonac, who finished in second, with Dexter Jackson, the Blade, in third. In the figure division, Candice Lewis brought the heat for the second time in 3 weeks to earn the W and establish herself as the figure Olympia favorite in the process. UK native Kate Arrington scored the biggest win of her career in what turned out to be an emotional evening in fitness. And wrapping things up in bikini was Angelica Teixeira, who put on another clinic as she cruised to the uncontested victory. After you start a family, it doesn't take long before you realize that being a mom is one of the most badass things you can do. But when you're a mom of 5 kids who came within an inch of winning her pro card, and you still have the energy to get back up and do it all over again like NPC standout Alyssa Isley, well, now that, my friends, is an entirely new level. Late last week, we managed to get our hands on some new updates from our sources inside the Isley camp as they gear up to hit their first event of the season this weekend. From what I'm told, expectations are riding high in the Isley camp after last year's close call, and as long as they get things started off right, this could end up being the year they finally punch that big ticket. Now that NFL free agency wrapped things up, it looks like the Giants are going to come out as one of the big winners. But hopefully all my fans out there in Big Blue Nation still have some energy left to cheer on Regan Grimes when he comes to town this May. Over the weekend, the soon-to-be Classic Physique crossover released a surprise update with Phase 1 of his prep now looking like it's officially underway. At the moment, the second-year pro looks like he's on track to be where he needs to be, with this being his first crack at the Classic Physique division, and Chris Aceto back in his corner. We don't really know how this whole thing is going to play out, but if things end up going as good as they hope, it could open the door for the Cody Montgomerys of the world to start making the transition a whole lot easier. Already this season, we've got a ton of buzz surrounding some of the lovely ladies of the women's physique division. And I guess it'll only get crazier from here on out, now that Autumn Swansen is back in business. Late Sunday evening, the former Arnold champ announced that she was officially starting her 2018 prep, which could make things interesting a few months from now when the Chicago Pro rolls around. A 100% Autumn Swansen has been good enough to beat just about every other woman on the planet in years past. But with all these hungry young sharks circling the waters, it'll be curious to see if she's ready to step up and tackle these challenges head on. Now that we've got amateur shows starting to jump up all across the country, we're going to start seeing a few early guest posing bids make their way around the internet, including an impressive spot at last weekend's Indiana Muscle Expo, where it was Derek Lunsford, last season's 212 Rookie of the Year, who looked every bit the part of someone who's going to be a serious contender later this season. Duplicating that incredible run we saw him make last year is completely out of the question, but putting together a couple of solid outings and another strong Olympia weekend would go a long way towards proving that he's working his way into being one of the most elite athletes in the division. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.